All right, let's get right into it. The clock is ticking, the arguments are flying, and pretty much the entire cricketing world is on the edge of its seat. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about selections in a long time, India's squad for the Asia Cup 2025.
It's the big question, isn't it? The one that's on every single fan's mind. You've got superstars coming back, you've got legends in great form, and you've got this new wave of explosive young talent. So, how on earth do the selectors choose? Who's going to make the cut?
Well, the good news is we don't have to wait much longer. Go ahead and circle August 19th on your calendar. That's the day. The Ajit Agakar-led selection committee is meeting in Mumbai to finally put all the speculation to rest and reveal the final squad.
Okay, let's start with the certainties. Before we get into the selection headaches, and believe me, there are a few, let's talk about the good news. We've got two massive pillars of the team returning, which really strengthens the whole foundation.
First things first, the captain is back. Suryakumar Yadav is fit. He's passed his fitness tests after that sports hernia surgery, and he is confirmed to lead the team. And in what is just a huge relief for the bowling attack, the one and only Jasprit Bumrah has also declared he's available. I mean, getting your captain and your lead pacer back at the same time, that is an absolute game changer.
All right, now for the part that is probably giving the selectors the biggest headache. It is the classic cricketing dilemma, right? Do you go with the players who are in red-hot, explosive form from the IPL, or do you stick with the guys who have proven, established international experience? This is where it gets really dramatic.
And this right here is the heart of the debate. On one side, you have these young, fearless guys who just tore the last IPL to shreds. And on the other, you have the senior players, the ones who've been there and done it on the biggest stages. How do you possibly pick between the two? And just look at the case these young guys are making for themselves. It's undeniable. All three of them scored an absolute mountain of runs at frankly ridiculous strike rates. These aren't just good numbers. These are performances that say, you have to pick me. Let's just focus on Sai Sudharsan for a second. 759 runs. He didn't just knock on the selector's door, he practically blew it off its hinges. You just can't ignore that kind of performance. It's impossible. But here's the catch. All of this incredible form creates a massive traffic jam at the top of the order. The team already has proven T20 performers like Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, and of course, Hardik Pandya. There are only so many seats on the bus, which means some really, really tough calls are about to be made. And this whole top-order puzzle, it sends a massive ripple effect right through the rest of the squad. Because when you have so much talent fighting for just a few spots, it means some big names, players you think are automatic picks, might just find themselves on the outside looking in. Which leads us to the question that nobody really wants to answer, but we're all thinking about it. With all these players making such a strong case, which of the established stars might be feeling a little bit nervous right now? Well, according to reports that are swirling around, two huge names are potentially at risk. Shubman Gill, even with his fantastic form in Test cricket, might get squeezed out, as the competition for those opening spots is just that fierce. And in the pace attack, the fiery Mohammad Siraj could also miss out, as selectors might be looking for a different balance. Now, what about the wicketkeeper spot? Well, that debate seems to be settling down. Sanju Samson, with his consistency, is pretty much expected to be the guy with the gloves, and that likely means Rahul, who isn't really seen as a specialist middle-order T20 option at the moment, could be the one who gets overlooked for this squad. Of course, no selection is complete without a few surprises, right? So beyond the big names and the obvious contenders, who are the potential wild cards? The dark horses who could get a call-up? Yeah, a few really interesting names are in the mix. You've got all-rounder Krunal Pandya, who could be rewarded for his heroics in the IPL. He offers that spin option and can hit a long ball. Shreyas Iyer is another name being talked about for a comeback in the middle order. And then for that backup keeper spot, it's a tight race between finishers like Jitesh Sharma and Dhruv Jurel.
So as we barrel towards that August 19th announcement, let's just boil it all down. What are the key things that you should be watching for? What are the main decisions that are going to shape this final squad?
Here's what it all comes down to. 1. Captaincy's confirmed, Sky is leading, easy. 2. The huge one, that top-order mix. Which of those IPL stars actually makes it? 3. The all-rounder depth. Does a guy like Krunal Pandya get that comeback?
And 4, a quieter but super important one, the spinner question. How does a key bowler like Kuldeep Yadav fit into the final puzzle?
At the end of the day, this selection on August 19th, it's about way more than just one tournament. It's a real fork-in-the-road moment. Are the selectors going to back the explosive, fearless form of the new guys? Or will they stick with the reputation of the seasoned veterans? The answer is going to tell us a whole lot about the future of Indian T20 cricket.